the audio of the Hur report, the interview with Biden that was so talked about forever. That that what is it? Robert Hur? I think it's Robert Hur.
Yeah, Robert Hur, Hur, Hur.
Yeah,
like Ben Hur.
He's the one that said that Biden was like a forgetful old gentleman, but that he wasn't going to put him in front of a jury because the jury would just feel sorry for him and it wouldn't get anywhere, et cetera, et cetera. And then for a long time, Republicans were like, we need to hear what you heard. And of course, Biden refused to release the audio tapes because he knew how bad it would make him look. And instead, he and Kamala and all kinds of other Democrats roundly just dragged Robert Hur through the mud. And the guy did his job. He did his job and he did it really well. And the fact that his name got dragged through the mud for telling the truth is just so typical Democrat, disgusting behavior. And obviously we're going to get to the bigger news about Joe Biden's health that came out yesterday in just a minute, but we're starting backwards. We're kind of rewinding to Friday. And so, there was a lot of chatter about the audio coming out. I don't know if you guys heard it. It was painful. You're going to hear a little snippet of it in this Fox News clip, but it was painful to listen to. Here's some reaction.
Reaction to this. This is part of that audio that we've been listening to today. This is tough to listen to if you are a believer in democracy. You believe this country should be run by a competent president, a commander-in-chief. It doesn't sound terribly good for the former president. Listen to this.
This is what, 2017, 18, that area?
Yes, sir.
Remember, in this time frame, my son is either been deployed or is dying. There's even reference that I don't remember when my son died. How in the hell dare he raise that? I'm well-meaning, and I'm an elderly man, and I know what the hell I'm doing.
I don't care who you are. It's tough to hear.
It's tough to hear, and it's very hard to listen to. But at the same time, when you piece these together and run them side by side, Joe Biden is lashing out at her for bringing this up. The audio reveals her wasn't the one who brought up Beau Biden. That was Joe Biden himself.
That's right.
So the audio is troubling, but Biden's reaction to it, now knowing everything we knew about it, or we know about it, is so much more problematic. And then the fact that staffers, Jill Biden, the family, continued to push him for another run for the White House. And I think that that's where Congress is going to come in and ask some serious questions.
I'm not troubled by it. I'm pissed off.
Yeah, everybody should be pissed off.
I'm not like, they're so like, I'm so troubled by it. It's so disturbing.
It's so hard to listen to. It's really not
hard.
It's hard. It's what we all knew.
Right. I'm not finding it. I'm not struggling with this, emotionally. I'm pissed off because these people are supposed to be in charge. I put them, I didn't vote for the guy, but he's in charge and he's not in charge.
No.
There are other people in charge. There are other people. So you guys preach to me about democracy and talk about an oligarchy. Holy crap.
Right? Oh my gosh. And that's a great point, especially when you consider how much that inner circle did to cover up what they clearly knew was wrong with him. And that just scratches the surface because as of yesterday, we know there's a lot more wrong with him. Yeah. But just as a flashback, listen to what Kamala said about Robert Hur's report and like her faux anger is just even more disgusting to watch now.
Former prosecutor, the comments that were made by that prosecutor, gratuitous, inaccurate, and inappropriate. The way that the president's demeanor in that report was characterized could not be more wrong on the facts and clearly politically motivated.
Shut up.
Gratuitous.
God, just shut up.
And so I will say that when it comes to the role and responsibility of a prosecutor in a situation like that, we should expect that there would be a higher level of integrity than what we saw.
Oh my God. How dare you, lady? Everything that comes out of these people's faces is just lies. Constant lies.
They cannot be allowed to live this down. Like this story is not going to go away because we shouldn't let it go away.
This is like one of the biggest scandals in American history. what happened with Biden and how they tried to cover it up. And you mentioned that it was, the circle around him. It wasn't just the circle around him. It like permeated into the media. And like, there were so many people in on this. I saw a thing yesterday. I don't know if you have it or not. There's there's probably plenty of them. All sorts of montages, just the media. Oh, yeah. The media just covering for this guy. And then now they're all like, oh God. It's like, it's just terrible what happened.
Right. And they're trying to blame it on the inner circle. And we have a clip later to play of Van Jones where I was just like, you got to be freaking kidding me with this stuff.
It's insane. Yeah, they all did it. They all were in on the lie and they all lied for him. They were delighted to do it. They would have been delighted to have him in office for a second term. They all suck. And yeah, they all need to be held accountable.
Yeah, they absolutely do. And you mentioned that this is like one of the biggest cover-ups in history, and it absolutely is. But speaking of history, can you show everybody the PragerU.com/chicks Trailblazers experience? Look at these fun books. So this is something that is it's a 7-book biographical series that really brings history to life about so many important people from history. I think that's the Davy Crockett one.
It is Davy Crockett.
Yeah. So the Davy Crockett one, it's got all kinds of like maps and little interactive little question and answer things, just lots and lots of tidbits written in a way that brings history to life for your kids, for your grandkids. And the Davy Crockett one is you can download a free copy of it for absolutely free. So you can check it out online. And then if you like it, you can get the whole series simply by going to PragerU.com/chicks. And so this is, again, it's a 7-part book series. It's especially for young readers and their families. And it's written in like a movie type style with like all kinds of suspense and drama, which is really, really cool. I love that they've done this. This is like, this is the kind of stuff that kids, I loved when Rush Limbaugh had his series of books for kids with history. This is adding to that. So get your free copy, check it out, and then get the whole trailblazing experience. Again, it's at PragerU.com/chicks. Do it. President Trump reacted to the Robert Hur audio on Friday, and here is what he said.
People that are 89, 90, 92, 93 years old that are literally perfect. But Joe was not one of them. And they did a lot of hiding. They were really playing games. And, you can't do that. Our country's at stake. You see, even a thing like this, there's so many decisions for billions and billions, but then you have even more important decisions. You have decisions for life. And you can't have a man in that condition. And everybody was holding back, including the press, including the media.
What kills me is they always think that this stuff is not going to come out, that the truth is not going to come to light. This is what a lot of Democrats, like Kamala talking about, that the conversation, the interview, and how he was treated the way he was treated. It's like, do you not understand that like eventually that tape will come out? We're going to see the truth and we're going to see you being faced with the truth. And everybody's going to see that you guys are a bunch of freaking liars.
Yeah. And we're not going to forget.
Right.
We're not forgetting it.
And it's like, if you could lie about that, which is such an important thing, it's a monumental thing. What else are you lying about, lady?